Hey Cancer, this is your bi-weekly reading. We are going from the new moon in Scorpio. This has been an interesting new moon, has it not? I won't talk about the astrology here. You can look at the astrological highlights video. I will put, or videos, I will put that up at the end here so you can just like go to that playlist. Anyhow, we are looking at Gemini rising or Gemini, Cancer rising, Cancer sun signs, and we are taking a look at this 2-week period of time from the new moon in Scorpio to the full moon in Gemini on the 27th of November. And that is all tropical astrology, adjust to sidereal if that's what you follow. But we are, no matter what, whether you follow tropical or sidereal, we are talking about the waxing phase of the moon. No matter what's going on in astrology, there are certain undercurrents that are constant. I don't know why I felt like two of them needed to be there. So, and with that, we have the waxing and waning of the moon. When I pull these bi-weekly readings, what I'm pulling for is what is going to be the most consistent common thread that will be a message for as many of whatever sign is that I'm reading possible. Now it's a collective reading, right? So if you're vibing with this, awesome, it's your message this particular 2-week period of time. If it's not vibing with you and you're like, I don't resonate, go check out your rising sign if this is your sun sign. As always, if you really want to get specific, if you're really serious and like you're like, I need to know about my situation, one-to-one readings are the best. If you want to do that with me, you're welcome to do that. You can check that out down below. Now, these readings are also picked for what is going to be the linchpin, what is going to be the domino that flicks it all over, the ripple effect that is beneficial for all the areas of your life, and what area of your life needs your attention, what kind of advice is coming through for that, and that way we have like extra guidance besides the monthly videos that go through like the entire month and challenges and advice. We're looking at for this 2-week period of time, for the waxing phase, for what we are building and growing and putting our attention and time into, where do you need to do that? So for you, Cancer, it is the 4th house. So the 4th house is about your home, like your actual physical home, like your sanctuary, right? It's about your home. It's also about, could be about your parents, you know, or if you weren't raised by your parents and it was a guardian, right? Like, so insert proper guardian appropriate person there. So we're talking about like mother, father, guardian type people. Also early childhood. Early childhood, like early childhood patterns, but also you're very much about your physical home, like where you live, like where you physically live. So apply that in, you know, again, because it's not a one-to-one reading, it could be in any of those areas, and then just take the advice and apply it to that area of your life, right? So these cards are so huge that I don't really need to bring them up, but I'm just in such the habit that I'm going to bring them up a little bit. So we have 2 really awesome cards, right? We've got the 9 of Pentacles, right? 9 of Pentacles is really about like, all right, let's take a look about, and here's the thing, right? Actually, I don't really need to pull it up to the camera. They are so huge. So here's the thing with the 9 of Pentacles, we are looking at what is tangible and also our values, right? This card is very much like, it gives the vibe of I've got my shit together, or I'm feeling myself. I know my worth. I know my value. Like, I know that about me. I got it, right? It also, though, because we're talking about the earth suit, because we're talking about the pentacles, we are talking about what's like physically tangible in our world. And when we're looking at the house of the 4th house, we're looking at your physical house and where you live as one of the things that can very much be applicable to that. You know, does the place where you live really reflect the values that you hold at this current place in time? Like, we all went through really a lot. I think, well, not all, maybe a lot of us went through a lot in this last eclipse season that we were just in October. And there's so much stuff that's like bubbling over, just kind of like continuing into this month. And so there might have been so much stirred that you're really considering and reconsidering where you stand in terms of your values, like where you live, where you feel the most valued. If this has to do with more like family patterns from early childhood or like parents or something like that, it could be about you owning your worth, like really standing and owning yourself in the space of family, right? That sometimes can be hard, like I personally has still actually, I've done a lot of work on it and still I struggle definitely at points, for sure, a lot of points with owning myself and who I am and what I know with like certain, like within my current, like my small family unit, right? It's just like, that could also be a part of this, right? So there's something to just consider there. I want to make sure in these videos that I give you different kinds of examples so that you can have ideas about like how this comes together, right? So then we also have the Three of Cups, and this is just such a celebratory card. It's so much about enjoying life and being connected to community, right? Like being connected with people who you can like, dance and drink and have fun with and laugh with and enjoy life with, right? There is this kind of communal vibe. There is this connection. And so how does that actually apply to where you live? Do you have roommates perhaps? Like, is that a thing in where you physically live? Is it having to do with like the people that you surround yourself and who you bring into your home, what kind of boundaries you have with that, and how that's connected in with you owning this aspect of yourself? Or is it like bringing in more celebratory energy and vibes, right? Like we're talking about from here through the 27th of November. So that means that if you are someone who's in the States, you're going to go through Thanksgiving, and pretty much most people, I would say a good majority of the people in the United States, they celebrate Thanksgiving, even if they don't celebrate the actual like original meaning of Thanksgiving. It's more about like, yay, let's all get together and like have a holiday, right? So it could be very celebratory. It could be very much about like that. Maybe you're inviting, your family into your home, or having a Misfits like Friendsgiving kind of thing. Whatever it is, there's some kind of vibe or energy about this. I really love how celebratory it is. I love how warm this feels. I love how much this can feel like this feels really good. So Cancer, I'm going to give it to you. Like this is a nice reading. I like it a lot. So if this was helpful in any way, please give the video a like. It really does help me as I'm building this channel. And also, please send me a DM, shoot it into the comments. Let me know what it is about tarot or astrology that you would like me to keep or get rid of, or any suggestions you have, things you want to know about. I am really seriously considering like, what do I need to do to shift the channel, like help it grow in 2024. And I really would love your feedback. And I've already gotten some feedback from my last video for the astrological highlights video. So that was super helpful. So anyway, I would really appreciate that. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these videos or the new stuff on the horizon. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.